So today we will see about the another member from the Mycobacterium. Hello. Good morning, everyone. So today we will see about the another member from the Mycobacteria. So in the last lecture we have seen one member, that is Mycobacterium leprae. So today we will see about the Mycobacterium tuberculosis bacilli, which is important bacilli which causes tuberculosis disease. So some introduction about this bacilli. So these bacilli, this is some general introduction. Bacilli showing filamentous or resting filamentous forms. These organisms are very difficult to stain with normal stain, that is gram stain. So other stains are used for the staining purpose. So these organisms resist decoloration with the mineral acids. So these organisms are called as acid fast bacilli or AFB. So why these organisms are called AFB? The answer should be these resist decoloration with mineral acids. They difficult to stain with normal stain. That's why they are called acid fast bacilli. So on the liquid culture, these organisms grow by formation of pellicle because these are aerobic organisms. That's why they come to the surface and form pellicle on the liquid surface medium. Uh, Growth is very slow and these organisms are non-sporing, non-capsulated bacteria. So this is the discovery of this bacilli. So these organisms or the first member from the Mycobacterium was first described by the Hansen's disease, Hansen's scientist, that is lepra bacilli, which we have already seen in the last lecture. That's why the lepra bacilli is also called as Hansen's bacilli. So in 1886, Hansen discovered the first member of this Mycobacterium group, that is Leprabacilli. Robert Koch discovered this Mycobacterium tuberculosis bacilli in 1882. So these
Who said?
Mycobacteria obligate parasite, M. tuberculosis, opportunistic pathogen, and saprophytic bacilli. So this is the classification of Mycobacterium tuberculosis bacilli. So first group is Mycobacterium tuberculosis complex. From this, there are two members from this group is important. That first one is Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which causes tuberculosis in human or human tuberculosis. The other Mycobacterium bovis causes tuberculosis. Yes, who is talking? Please mute your mic. The other Mycobacterium tuberculosis, that is M. bovis or Mycobacterium bovis, which causes tuberculosis in animal. So we will discuss about these two, that is tuberculosis, M. tuberculosis and M. bovis today. The another Mycobacterium lepra we have already seen in the previous lecture. This is the group which is called as opportunistic pathogens. These are the organisms from tuberculosis bacilli which causes opportunistic infections when means in which the immune system is hampered. So these are the group in the book, separate topic in this, that it is also called as atypical mycobacteria, that will be discussed separately. Saprophytic tuberculosis also can be seen in sphygmatis and some water. Morphology is similar to tuberculosis bacilli. So this is about the morphology of tuberculosis bacilli. So which are the points we have to see in morphology, study of morphology of any bacteria, that is size, shape, presence of capsule, presence of spore, and staining reaction. So Mycobacterium tuberculosis bacilli are difficult to stain. We have seen with gram stain. So Zn staining is used for staining, that is called as Gill laser staining. So that procedure you might have seen or we will study in practical. So with the Zn staining, these organisms seen as a straight or slightly curved bacilli with 3 micrometer length and 0.3 micrometer breadth. They are arranged singly or in small clumps depending upon the severity of that disease. This is morphology of Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The another group we have seen Mycobacterium bovis, which causes tuberculosis animals, but they can cause disease in human being also by ingestion or eating of some products from animals or by drinking the unpasteurized or unboiled milk from the animal. So morphology of these two bacilli are slightly different, or we can differentiate these two bacilli on the Zn staining. So M. bovis are state, they are very, as compared to M. tuberculosis, they are short and stouter in the morphology. So these bacilli, both M. tuberculosis can be stained with auramine and rhodamine stain, but routinely Zn staining is the simple stain which is used for staining of this M. tuberculosis. This is the typical picture of Zn staining. In the practicals for exam, also you are having one slide for staining, either gram or Zn. So this picture is of Zn staining. So some details about the Zn staining. Zielian stain, that is differential stain. You already seen what is differential stain. With differential stain, bacilli are differentiated into two broad groups, either acid fast or non-acid fast, like that. So these are the acid fast bacilli. So here I think bacilli are not seen. Red colored bacilli should be there if they are present in the sputum. This is a picture of slide from the sputum. And the background in the blue colored cells are seen, tissue cells or other organisms seen as a blue color, and red colored organism. That is a typical picture of tuberculosis tendency. About the cultural characteristics of tuberculosis bacilli, so simple other artificial culture mediums are not used for this bacilli. So some different culture mediums are used, but these are the properties of this bacilli on the culture medium. High culture mediums are used to study the characteristics of the uh, any bacilli or any organism. So on the cultural LJ medium is used for growth of bacilli. We will see later on what is the LJ medium. So on the LJ culture medium, these organisms grow very slowly. Generation time is about 14 to 15 hours. As compared to other bacilli, they are very slow growing organisms. So many days required to grow the bacilli on the culture medium, that is about 1 month to 1.5 months. That is 4 weeks or 6 weeks are required for growth of bacilli on the culture medium. They grow at the temperature 37 degrees centigrade, that is optimum temperature of body. On the LJ culture medium, Mycobacterium tuberculosis produce eugonic growth, means growth is, we can see properly, fast growth means growth occur in good manner. But as M tuberculosis produce very different type of growth on the LJ culture medium. So these are what culture medium. So which culture medium is used? That is called as in short LJ, Lovinston Jensen culture medium. That is solid culture medium. So both type of culture mediums are used for growth of these bacilli, solid and liquid. But uses of liquid culture medium is different. We will see later on the next slide. So LJ, in short, LJ culture medium is used for growth of these bacilli. So constitute of these bacilli, that is coagulated hens egg, mineral salt, gristle of aspergine and malachite green. Due to malachite green, this culture medium is green in color. We will see picture of this culture medium in the next slide. So generation time we have already seen 14 to 15 hours required to grow. So colony on that culture medium appear after 6 to 8 weeks. Growth is dry, rough, raised type of colony. Dry, rough, and tough colonies are there. So this is the this is the LJ culture medium. Small bottles, glass bottles are there. These organisms cannot grow on the or these culture mediums are not kept in disc, which we have seen for the other bacteria culture plates, because long period is required to grow, so the culture become dry. That's why these culture mediums are prepared in the bottles, with the cap. See, this is the green colored actually culture medium, solid culture medium. Slope is there. This is uninoculated culture medium or plain culture medium. See, this is the growth of that bacilli after 4 to 8 weeks. We can see dry, rough, puff type of colony on the culture medium. These are the benefit or use of liquid culture medium for tuberculosis. Dubose, Middlebrook and Prosker culture mediums are used. These are the liquid culture medium, but routinely these are used only for study of sensitivity, pattern of the anti-tuberculosis drug, preparation of antigen and preparation of vaccine. So usually solid culture medium is the culture medium used routinely. About the resistance, this is very important because tuberculosis is very common in our country, that is developing country. So uh, with the help of sunlight, these organisms get killed at 60 degrees centigrade within 15 to 20 minutes. It is very important because these organisms are present in the sputum of infected person. So if that air is inhaled by any other persons, you can get, our chances of infection is there. So resistance also is very important. So with the temperature they get killed. uh, this is about the culture get killed. It's okay, it is not important. This is very important. In the sputum these organisms remain for so many hours, that is up to 30 hours they can remain lahu in sputum of the person, infected person. In the droplet nuclei they remain lahu for 8 to 10 days. So what is the meaning of droplet nuclei? Nuclei means very small particles, they remain suspended in the air with the bacilli. So many days, up to 10 days they remain. So that is the important factor for source of infection. Then this is about the resistance pattern for the disinfectant. They are so many, they are resistant to disinfectant but sensitive to formaldehyde and glutaldehyde disinfectant. So this is about the resistance of tuberculosis. These are some biochemical reactions. Some different biochemical reactions are used for differentiation of the two groups, that is M. tuberculosis and non-tuberculosis bacilli. See, Niacin test or a sulfatase test. So here in short it is given Niacin test is positive in Mycobacterium tuberculosis, while negative in bovis, like that. These tests are used for differentiation of the M. tuberculosis and other tuberculosis. So these are some different biochemical reactions. This is the nitrate reduction test. These are some typing methods. This is not important. We will leave that. About the immunity and hypersensitivity, Cox phenomena, you might have seen in the introduction of microbiology. What is that? The bacilli are injected and see for the response. It's okay, it is not important to do this slide. So this is the uh, test, important test. this can be studied in the study of immunity, and this test is very important for diagnosis purpose. This is called as tuberculin test, or it is also called as Mantoux test. So what is this test? Use of that test is for diagnosis purpose. So in this test you should know the procedure, you should know the uh, use of this test and result of this test. So I will tell some details about this test. So this test is used to study the immunity as well as infection of the person. This is the one type of test also called as hypersensitivity reaction. Hypersensitivity means exaggerated immune response we can study with the test. So how the test is done? Tuberculin test means this is nothing but extract of tuberculosis bacilli is injected. So this is small syringe you can see. This syringe is not like other syringe. It is different type of syringe, very small. We have this this syringe in our museum. So this syringe is called as tuberculin syringe. You will see in the practicals tuberculin syringe. So in this extract of tuberculosis bacilli is taken and that is injected on the forearm of the suspected person who is having tuberculosis. Uh, so that use of this test is for diagnosis purpose basically. So this extract is injected into the forearm and circle is done like this. Why circle is there? To see the or to know the exact site of that injection. So study is done after, or the result are to be seen after 72 hours, 48 to 72 hours. That site is to be inspected or see. So in that site we can see swelling is there after 72 hours like this. No? Erythematic swelling is there. So actually that swelling is to be measured in millimeter. So if the size of this swelling is more than 10 millimeter, so that means the patient is having tuberculosis disease. Uh, if the measurement of this swelling is below 10 millimeters, means patient is not having tuberculosis. So only remember at this stage that this is the hypersensitivity type of reaction. You can better understand in the immunology section also. Delayed type of hypersensitivity. The principle of this test means this test is done in only suspected patient. So if patient is already having tuberculosis disease, that is the first dose of tuberculosis we can call. And here we are injecting second time that same protein or antigen. So exaggerate, so body respond by exaggerated type, and we can see swelling in only case of if patient is having tuberculosis. If patient is not having tuberculosis means this is the first dose, act as the first dose, and no reaction is there. So this is tuberculosis syringe, tuberculin test, Mantoux test. PPD means purified protein derivative, that is used for injection of the test. Pathogenesis. So how infection is occur? So infection is occur by inhalation of the droplets. We have seen droplets means small, very small particles which are released after coughing or sneezing by the patient of pulmonary tuberculosis. So tuberculosis are two types: pulmonary tuberculosis and extrapulmonary tuberculosis. What is the meaning of that? Pulmonary tuberculosis means only respiratory system or lungs get infected, that is pulmonary tuberculosis. Extrapulmonary tuberculosis means after pulmonary tuberculosis, the bacilli get spread to the other organs, that is lungs, kidney or any other organ, joints, bones, central nervous system or meningitis, so that becomes extra pulmonary tuberculosis. So infection of the these bacilli occur by inhalation of the droplets which are present with the in the by the patients with pulmonary tuberculosis or open case of tuberculosis. After inhalation, the bacilli engulfed by the alveolar macrophage and multiply in the macrophage itself, alveolar macrophages. Because these bacilli are intracellular, means they get multiplied in the macrophages and they form necrosis at that site or formation of tubercles at that site in the lungs, necrosis occur. So clinical presentation depending upon the which organ get infected. Usually in pulmonary tuberculosis, these are the symptoms or clinical features: loss of weight, loss of appetite, cough, dry cough or productive cough might be there, hemoptysis might be there. Hemoptysis means blood in the cough, that sputum, that is called hemoptysis. Night sweats, evening rise fever. Fever is there, but that is in the only evening, and that is low grade fever, not high grade fever is there. And in children's, usually lymph nodes get in means enlarged. That cervical lymph node or lymph nodes in the necks get enlarged. So these are the clinical presentation of tuberculosis. Kai important आहे loss of weight, loss of appetite, evening rise fever, cough, night sweats, and swollen lymph nodes. Um, so infection occur only the bacilli are present. Infection by open case of tuberculosis occur with the bacilli number is more than 10,000 bacilli per ml in the sputum are there, that person can spread the infection. So this is about it. So this is about the tubercle formation. What is tubercle? The disease is called tuberculosis because tubercle formations are there, small necrosis are there. So we have seen just the pathogenesis, avascular granuloma formation is there. After entering of these bacilli, just now we have seen these bacilli get multiplied continuously in the alveolar macrophages and necrosis of the lung tissue is there and destruction of the lung tissue is there, formation of cavity at that site. That cavity can rupture in the outer covering of the lungs, central zone, and this is the central zone of giant cells, means this is the histopathological picture of the necrosis. What we can see in the histopathology of that tissues, central zone of giant cells. We have might have seen in pathology with KJC. Terms of black हो का दुसऱ्यांचा आहे का आता एक मिनिट फास्ट जरा थोडस 2 मिनिटात So this is the बर संपलं का मग टायमिंग संपलं हो हो मच्छर आहेत बाबा इथं झालं का बंद करू का मग बंद करू झालं टाइम आउट येते नाही तर आलं नाही ना आणखी नाही इन शॉर्ट थोडस येते So this is the laboratory diagnosis important for part of the tuberculosis. So in the pulmonary tuberculosis, these are the samples collected. First is the sputum sample, bronchoalveolar lavage, it is called BAL, and third sample is gastric lavage. In a case of extrapulmonary tuberculosis, that is CSF from meningitis cases, urine from renal tuberculosis, aspirated fluid from joint and tissue biopsy. These are the samples. These are the steps after collection, decontamination and concentration methods. The steps are given. After that, staining, with and staining. Just we have seen this picture. The culture after staining, the sputum is inoculated on the LT culture medium. Biochemical reactions, X-ray. X-ray test is also important for diagnosis of tuberculosis. We can see cavity formation. In case of animal inoculation, that sputum is injected into the animal, we can see typical presentation of tuberculosis, that loss of weight. Then tuberculin test is done. This is in the laboratory diagnosis mentioned here. These are the recent methods: gene expert, LCR, polymerase chain reaction, BACTEC MGIT. These are the recent method for tuberculosis. Any sample can be used for this. Demonstration of hypersensitivity we have seen. Extrapulmonary tuberculosis, these are the sample we have seen, which are the samples collected. Prophylaxis of tuberculosis, this is important. BCG, that is Bacilli curamine and boline, that is live attenuated vaccine is given for prevention of tuberculosis. For treatment purpose, these are the bactericidal and bacteriostatic drugs are given. Rifampicin, pyrazinamide, isoniazid, and streptomycin. Combinations of drugs are given to kill the bacilli. Two stages are there: intensive phase and continuous phase. You might know this. Intensive phase, 4 drugs regime for 2 months, and continuous phase, 2 drug regime for 4 months. So totally 6 month treatment should be there for tuberculosis. 2 months and 4 months. So this is all about. This is revised tuberculosis program. So it's okay. This is about tuberculosis. Read about that topic.